Back around, Ryan Blaney
got his lap.
Whoa,
Blaney's
out of gas.
Something's wrong. White flag, 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. And he is going to the playoffs. Austin Cindric wins in St. Louis.
Yeah. Whoa. Well, we needed that. All right, let's go on. What's going on, guys? This is Preston here, and this is the Enjoy Illinois 300 race review at Worldwide Technology Raceway in St. Louis. And boy, oh boy, let me just gotta say, what the turn of events that happened within the final 20 laps, 25 laps, 20 laps, somewhere around there. We sort of needed it. Oh my goodness. Wow, from Christopher Bell blowing an engine to Ryan Blaney running out of fuel on the final lap to a winner, Austin Cindric, to Austin Cindric winning. Wow. And on top of all that, Denny Hamlin's top 5 streak continues. So, man, ever since Dover, it's been a good day to be good. It's been a good race to be a Denny Hamlin fan right now. Yeah, really good. It's really good for me to be a Denny Hamlin fan right now. And all you Denny Hamlin fans out there, 5 consecutive top 5 finishes, and we're really leading the regular season points. Wow, just I'm enjoying every minute of this hot streak. So, anyways, let's get on to it. Let's get on to the race. On the pole was Michael McDowell, and I did pick a Ford, and my pick to win this race was indeed Ryan Blaney. If you recall to my winners predictions video I made back in January, I said that Ryan Blaney was going to get his first win of the season at this race. It almost happened. Let's just say it almost happened. So, I mean, stage 1, there was a couple of cautions where for single to 2-car spins, one involving Nemechek and Cody Ware, and then I'm not sure if it's either Daniel Hemrick or Kraus that spun out, along with Cody Ware for that second caution. But, this race was definitely like Martinsville, basically, but a bigger version. It's basically, the track layout's kind of like Darlington in a way, but the track, how the racing is, just like a short track. So the racing to me before those last 20 laps were just meh. I mean, it's just nothing really, was just not really the best. Wow. So stage 1 and stage 2 were both won by Christopher Bell. Literally, my favorite moments of this race were literally just Christopher Bell passing cars left and right. Christopher Bell was literally putting on the show. I could pretty much feel like he was the only driver putting on the show because, oh my goodness, he was flying. Christopher Bell was in the fastest car of the day, no question. Fastest car of the day. And then he won stage 1 and won stage 2. He started inside the top 5, and he dominated this race pretty much. Dominated this race. He had a fast car. He was able to, when those green flag pit stops happened, he was able to drive his way up. It was extremely hard to pass. You could take the lead on the inside and come out on the back stretch or the front stretch and still not take the lead. So, still not be able to get the side draft. So, you had to really work for it. You had to really work hard. It's wearing on those engines out there. It led to mechanical issues. And maybe even some frustrations, but yeah, that's what we saw with Kyle Busch in this race, with Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson getting together, and Larson got loose underneath Kyle Busch, and they both got taken out. Well, Kyle Busch was the one that really got taken out, got a DNF in this race, while Larson went on to get a top 15 finish, I believe. So, yeah, and then you had to either choose between tires, track position. Obviously, track position was a really key factor. You can you can really literally pit for 4 tires and have much fresher tires and still not get up to the front, still get stuck there. And it's basically this is like a track position race like Martinsville. So this race to me was almost like Martinsville in a way, but um, so I mean there was really nothing much to talk about. You gotta really choose between tires or track position. It's one of the two. It's one of the two choices. So yeah. The Fords were fast. I was expecting that. Ryan Blaney was my pick to win this race. Like I said, um, he started inside the top five, but same with Austin Cindric too, which we're gonna get to him in a minute. But wow, Austin Cindric was running up front for like half this race, and then strategy shuffled the field out, and then Austin Cindric he was back in this race. There was definitely a lot of pit strategy. There was like a group that pitted like 20 laps earlier than the other group that pitted like 20 laps later. So yeah, and then Christopher Bell, he was like charging through the field like really, really fast. He was like the fastest car all race long. And then now it's time to get to the final 25 to 20 laps of this race. This was where stuff really gets fun and heated up. So Christopher Bell was coming up on Ryan Blaney after the final cycle of green flag pit stops, right? And then all of a sudden Christopher Bell had turned into the fastest car to the slowest car of the day. I believe he was down on a cylinder or two. So that ended his race. And then Martin Truex Jr., man. Wow, Martin Truex Jr. was the teammate right there. Truex pushed Christopher Bell to try to give him a top 10 finish. Um, but he was going to lose positions. Christopher Bell didn't even get a top 5 finish. So, yeah, Christopher Bell trying to go win back-to-back races. His engine just gave him the middle finger, pretty much. Christopher Bell's engine pretty much gave him the middle finger, pretty much. So, oh man, heartbreaker for Christopher Bell. But Blaney was passing lap cars like Bubba Wallace and others. And then now, and then all of a sudden, coming to the white flag, I thought my pick to win. I thought I was gonna call this race right. I picked Ryan Blaney to win this race. If you recall my video I made back in January, but nope, he ran out of fuel. Ryan Blaney ran out of gas on the last lap, and when I first looked at the TV, I was like, huh? How did Suarez get past him? Suarez must have passed him, and then all of a sudden, as soon as the white flag came out, I saw Austin Cindric speeding past Blaney. And Ryan Blaney did say on the radio he was out of gas, and that allows Austin Cindric to get his second NASCAR Cup Series win and upsets. Wow. And with that, Austin Cindric is now in the playoffs with this, and this, I guess you could say he's an underdog, because last year, he really didn't do anything last year, and this year, he only had one top 10 finish, and that was at Atlanta back where that 3 wide photo finish happened, the Atlanta race. And Team Penske hasn't won since Ryan Blaney at Martinsville, back last year, to punch Blaney's ticket to the championship for, and ultimately got Blaney the championship. But Austin Cindric, man, hasn't won since his 2022 Daytona 500 a couple years ago. Yeah, and Cindric had a top 5 car. He was a fast in qualifying. I'm not sure really where Cindric's how strategies race play out. I'm not sure Cindric fell outside the top 20 and came back in, but he had to work really hard, and unfortunately, bad luck for Ryan Blaney. Heartbreaker for Ryan Blaney, man. Oh man, and once again, another pick that happened, that almost my pick driver almost won, but then in the final 10 laps, everything goes up in flames. Just like what happened with Chris Buescher and Tyler Reddick at Darlington. I picked Chris Buescher to win that Darlington race. He had to go to pit road because he had a tire done within the final 5 laps of the race, 10 laps of the race. And now today, I picked Ryan Blaney to win this race, and he was leading. and then he ran out of gas and ended up finishing 24th. Oh man, that was just absolutely heartbreaker for Ryan Blaney, man. Austin Cindric gets the win, his second win. He breaks that long winless streak and gets Team Penske back in the victory lane. Um, in the points race, right? Because Joey Logano won the All-Star race a couple weeks ago. So yeah, Austin Cindric, he is your Illinois 300 winner for this season. Congratulations to Austin Cindric. He is now in the playoffs. Now let's go and take a look at the race results.
Alright everyone, here is the race results. Austin Cindric wins the race, finishes first, and yes, Cindric is back. He hasn't won since his Daytona 500 win a couple years ago, and yeah, Cindric breaks that long winless streak. Denny Hamlin, 5 consecutive top 5 finishes. Ever since his Denny Hamlin's Dover win, top 5 finish ever since, including the All-Star race. Like I said, this long stretch of races, this is right now is a great time to be a Denny Hamlin fan right now. Brad Keselowski third. He was at one point having a strategy call to go out as long as you can. In the during the final green flag stops are happening. Tyler Reddick will end up finishing fourth. Joey Logano fifth. He was at one point outside the top 20 for like half this race. Austin Dillon, he surprised me. Ever since he got to the front after when that caution came out, the first few cautions, he's been in the top 10, so much needed performance by Austin Dillon. Christopher Bell 7th. Carson Hocevar was another driver that really impressed me today. Aspire car. Performance is inside the top 5. Unbelievable performance by Carson Hocevar. That was incredible. Justin Haley 9th. Running at the top 10 is Kyle Larson. He came back to finish the top 10 after spinning out after getting in the wall with Kyle Busch. Then it's Ty Gibbs 11th. Ross Chastain 12th. Ross Chastain, he was really quiet. He was at one point like last at one point, like all the way in the back. Chase Elliott 13th. He at one point got in the wall. He felt like he had a toe link. Chris Buescher finishes 14th. William Byron 15th. Todd Gilliland 16th. Chase Briscoe 17th. Daniel Hemrick 18th, Zane Smith 19th. Running at the top 20 is Ricky Stenhouse. Bubba Wallace 21st. Ever since the race started, he just went to the back. I don't know what happened, if his car wasn't really handling right or something. Noah Gragson 22nd. Daniel Suarez 23rd. Ryan Blaney 24th after leading on the final lap and ended up running out of gas. Michael McDowell 25th. He was your pole sitter. Eric Jones 26th. John Henry Nemechek 27th. Alex Bowman 28th. Ryan Preece 29th. 30th is Derek Kraus. Van Harrison Burton 31st. Corey LaJoie 32nd. Cody Ware 33rd. Truex Jr., man, I don't know if he just... What was up with Truex? I don't know. I don't know if his car was that bad. I don't know, really. I know he did have a tire problem, and I think he had some more mechanical problems afterwards. Kyle Busch and Josh Berry both were involved in wrecks. Josh Berry had that tire down, and Kyle Busch, he'd gotten into the wall hard after he and Larson got tangled up.
So yeah, guys, in conclusion, this race, besides those last 20 laps, was just meh, not really, nothing much at all. Wow, I was gonna give this race a 4 out of 10, but because of those past 20 laps, the battle with Blaney and Christopher Bell, and then the turn of events, 5 out of 10. I give this race a 5 out of 10. So it's in the middle. So yeah, guys, Austin Cindric gets the job done. Second win of the season. Congratulations to Austin Cindric. He is now in the playoffs, and yeah, it is currently a good time to be a Denny Hamlin fan. Like I said, 5 consecutive top 5 finishes. So yeah, second place. This is a win for me. This was a win. So yeah, guys, what do you guys think about this race? Let me know in the comments below. And anyways, this is Preston signing off. Peace out.